In this video, we are going to have a look at how we can protect service principles that we have within the Microsoft 365 tenant. So when you think about service principles, what we are mentioning over here are line of business applications that you might have in your tenant. So think about app registrations to make things much more easier. So how can we protect these service principles from being accessed unauthorized from a location that we don't control? And the answer is by using conditional access policies. So let's have a look at it in our tenant and see how we can go about achieving this. So by the end of the video, you will be able to identify the service principles that you have in your tenant in use and also put in ways by which you can prevent unauthorized access from locations that you're unfamiliar with. Let's have a look. We have the Microsoft 365 Admin Center up and running. So on the left-hand pane, let's click on Identity to open up the Entra ID Admin Center. So that's one way of accessing conditional access policies. And on the left-hand pane, we have options like enterprise applications, app registrations, and conditional access policies. I have pre-created a few things. So if we go into app registrations, I have already created an app registration or an enterprise application named Sensitive App. And if we go into it, the application itself has an ID which can be used in our scripts or in applications. And we have the tenant ID, which is a second piece of information that we need. And the third one is certificates and secrets. So we can either use a certificate for authentication along with the tenant ID and the app ID, or we can also use a client secret. So I already have a secret over here. And this is the value. It shows the full value when you create the secret for the first time. So you have to copy it and then use it in your application. So let's assume that we have a simple graph script that we are using to authenticate into Microsoft 365 backend. And then maybe we are trying to report on something or maybe pull up some information into a CSV file and dump that data on a daily basis. So a basic application or a script that we are trying to use using a service principal name, and we have given the application name as Sensitive App. So we have created the app registration. You may have more than one app registration in your organization. So you definitely need ways of protecting unauthorized access of those service principals. Another prereq is the network that we are trying to use as a trusted location in the conditional access policies. So if I go into conditional access on the left-hand pane, and I click on named locations, I have already created a named location entry called Sensitive App Server. So as an example, 1.2.3.4 is the IP address of the public server that we have that runs the application or the script from which we want to allow connections into the Microsoft 365 backend. And we want to block access from any other IP addresses. So we have the named location in place. Now we can go back into conditional access and go into the overview pane or the policies pane. And let's click on create a new policy. So this is where we create the policy in order to have the protection that we need for these service principles. So let's just give a sensible name, say protect service principal names, and click on user agent or workload identities. Now in the drop-down menu over here, you have three options. First one is a familiar one, users and groups. Second is a new one, which is the agents. And the third one is the one that we need, which is named workload identities. Now, this option will only come up if you have a certain license in place. You can either sign up for a trial, for a 90-day trial license, or you need to purchase at least one workload license in order for this particular feature to be lit up. So the license that we need is, if I go back into my license pane, I go into the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and if I go into licenses, the one we need is Microsoft Entra Workload ID Premium. So this is the one. So I have signed up for a trial one and I have 200 available licenses at the moment. So that gives me the option over here. So if we don't have the license in your tenant, you won't have this particular option available. So keep that in mind. So maybe you can sign up for a trial for 3 months, see how it goes, see whether you can protect your SPNs. And if you make a choice that you want to go ahead and keep using it, then I believe it's $3 per SPN. So let's click on workload identities. And here we have two options. We can either protect all the service principals that we have in the tenant in one go, or you can select the ones that you want. So if you're setting it up for the first time, maybe set up the one with a single one and see how it goes. And then you can extend the protection to the all service applications that you have in your tenant. And let me click on select, and it gives you a list of all the service principals that you have in your organization or the app registrations. So let me click on the sensitive app and let me click on select. So that's the one that we are trying to protect. Target resources, I want connections to be protecting all my cloud applications. Next option that we have is network. So this is where we say we want to block access from any locations excluding the trusted one. So here we select yes and we say any network or location, and we go into the exclude tab and we select our named location that we have already created, which is the sensitive app server. So that's the IP address range. So what we are saying here is I'm okay with connections coming in from this particular IP address alone, and I want to block connections coming from any other IP addresses. So let me click on save. And when you click on conditions, that's what we have selected now. And when you go into access controls, here we want to block access and click select. If you think about it, some of the service principals that you have in your organizations might have read-write access. Most of them starts with a read access. You want to have a application that runs in the background and collects some information, or you have some scripts that you run on a daily basis, which reads the data and dumps it into a CSV file for further manipulation. But occasionally you might have service principals or app registrations which has read-write access, when which you want to automate something. Say, for example, you want to delete certain attributes or delete certain objects after it falls out of a condition. So whatever the case may be, you might have sensitive SPNs in your tenant. And it is very important that we protect those SPNs by using the conditional access policy. Now let's keep the conditional access policy on report only mode for the time being. Don't enable the policy straight away unless you know for sure that it doesn't have any further implications. So let's click on create in report only mode. So that's the best way to do that. Once the policy is created, you need to go back into the sign-in logs within the Entra ID and see whether you have any false positives or whether you have constructed the policy in the wrong way. So this is the time period in which you want to further refine the policy based on what the sign-in logs shows. And if you're happy with it, go back into the policies that you have, click on the one that you have selected, and switch on the policy to enable the policy and click on save. So that makes the policy in effect and it starts protecting the service principles that you have in your organization. So if you found this video informative, make sure you subscribe to the channel and do watch the next video that comes up, which is related to the Microsoft 365 conditional access. Thank you.